Looks like we're live on YouTube. Awesome. Okay. So, all right, let's try to go live on YouTube. So let's let some people come in. I was actually supposed to be live on Instagram, but for some reason, Instagram live would not allow me. Well, actually, I don't know. It wasn't working. So, we're now live on Facebook and live. Idea is for me to create some of these daily videos. I want to stop talking and thinking about the coronavirus type thing and move on to some cooler, more distracting, fun stuff. So basically, I'm thinking about doing these daily live 1 p.m. type stuff where we talk all about mountain biking. Sorry. So, yeah. So today's subject is all about why we love mountain biking. Why is it so fun? So if you guys want to come live, just hit me from your Facebook button. I believe we could do and share some stuff together. Um, but yeah, we're going to be experimenting. I am going to be experimenting quite a bit with these platforms and see which one actually works the best. Like right now, I'm live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube. And so ask me pretty much any questions you want around mountain biking, and I will do my best to answer those questions. And yeah, we'll go from there. Try to have some fun. So anything you would like to talk about? Today's subject is all about why mountain biking is so fun. Um, One of the things that I enjoy very, very much around mountain biking is it's a super, super cool workout. So if I don't have the time to go to the gym or anything like that throughout the week, I'm usually looking forward to the weekend and really enjoy. Very, very good for cardio, paddling up and down. Even though you're going down, you're still going to develop quite a bit of cardio. So it's really, really cool for that. And that's one of the fun things that I like about mountain biking. So feel free to drop your comments below. Why do you like mountain biking? What makes it for you so fun? I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about that. So we're all here talking about mountain biking and why it's so fun. So I don't know how, if anybody, you're on the YouTube chat, send in your questions or your comments why you think mountain biking is so fun. One of the other things that, besides workout, you're going to learn a bunch of stuff about self efficiency, right? Which is really, really fun. You're going to learn to take care of yourself, take care of your bike, maintaining it, all that type of good stuff. So being able to be in the wild and actually fix your bike if you have any issues or thing like that, flat tires or otherwise, whatever the issue might be. So that's really cool. And so you're going to be able to, you're going to learn how to rely on yourself and get things done if things need to be done, right? So if you have a flat tire or anything like that, you're going to soon learn how to fix it yourself and carry on with your day. So being self-efficient will become like a super skill. So that I think is really cool, and that's a fun thing about mountain biking. Is you keep sharp on those skills. You just never know what could happen, right? You could have a wheel where you lose a bunch of spokes and your wheel starts wobbling. So yeah, what to do if that happens? You're going to learn how to take care of all that good stuff. And I think it's very fun and very practical for all sorts of reasons. For day-to-day use, day-to-day life. So yeah, tell me, Got a couple people online. If you want to chat, you're on YouTube. Send me a quick chat, just so I know that the chat works. You don't have to ask anything if you don't want to ask anything. We are here today. It's on Tuesday. I'm trying this new format, where I want to do daily videos and talk about mountain biking. And yeah, who knows? Get you guys or inspire anybody to start mountain biking. That would be really, really fun. If you have any questions for me, feel free to just drop them in the comments. Or if you're on the live YouTube, you could actually just drop a comment in the chat room. So we could start and go from there. Have some fun, talk about mountain biking. So I'm going to try to do these regularly. With this whole quarantine thing, I think it would be really fun to have something else to talk about for a change and see something else than just Zoom screenshots and things like that. So I want to come online and talk about mountain biking and cycling in general, actually. I do mention a lot of mountain biking because I am personally a mountain biker. And I did a lot of BMX when I was younger. As a kid, I did a lot of road cycling as well, some trail cycling, some cross country, downhill, dirt jump recently that I and think it's pretty cool. So yeah, just to give you a little bit of background of myself, I've been cycling, my God, since I'm about 4 or 5 years old. For as long as I could remember, I've been cycling, and I've been very, very into cycling. I've raced as a younger kid, BMX, road bikes. Wasn't really good, but enjoyed it very, very much. So did some local races and such as a kid as BMX, doing some freestyle and ramp type of race. Did some dirt track type of racing on BMX. Did that for a couple years, and of course, not for me. Realizing that very, very young, so I decided to just start cycling, just to enjoy cycling, right? So continued doing BMX. After a few years of racing, kind of pulled out of the whole racing scene and just got into enjoying cycling as a whole. So would still go on my BMX for a few years. After that, still go at the dirt track and ride my BMX, not daily, but at least a couple times a week. And did that for several years. Was a really big, big fan of. Just wasn't racing material. So decided to keep up with that and had some fun. Tried some road cycling for a bit, also when I was younger. That was officially the mode of transportation, I would say, to be. And then use the BMX to go at the dirt track and have some fun with that and jump and do all that type of good stuff. And so I grew up with bicycles, and as I was growing up, to some point, it's like mountain biking came in the picture in the early '80s, and started mountain biking. So taking these mountain bikes and these fat tire type of bikes and going to play in the mountains and start shredding the trails from there. And never really looked back. So really good, big fan of mountain biking itself. And so yeah, again, like I was saying, one of the things that I love about mountain biking and why mountain biking is so fun is the workout that I get to do when I go mountain biking compared to all the others. Yes, BMX was very, to me, that I remember, very cardio oriented type of exercise, pedaling up and down those little bumps and those burns and those jumps and so on and so forth. So very, very good on cardio. But again, I wasn't very good at it, but I still enjoyed it. So I did it quite a bit. Or at least the opportunity to start building trails, to start riding. That was the turning point for me. I really stopped doing some of the other types of biking. So I did some fixie bike rides in the city. I live downtown Vancouver right now. Have a couple of fixie bikes, so I like to take those out for a spin and have fun in the city, but mostly it's mountain biking. Mountain biking gives me that full workout, keeps me on the tip of my toes. It builds my confidence like crazy. Sorry. So I'm going to, approach features for the first time with a little bit of scare and a little bit of hesitation. But as we're getting along and getting more and more familiar with the terrain and um, the features in front of me, well, you build confidence with time. You get closer and closer to the feature, and at some point in time, you just ride that feature, right? And what that's going to do is it's going to help you quite a bit build a lot of confidence. And so challenge my abilities and my skills. So that makes it really, really fun. And yeah, again, it builds my confidence, so it's really, really cool. And I could see, from one step to the other, it's like, yeah, okay, I didn't do this feature the first time. Second time I get a little bit further. Third time usually I kind of get through the feature. Three being my magic number. Yeah, talking to myself and giving me the limit of approaching or trying to figure out a feature no more than three times before actually hitting the feature. And God forbids something bad happens, but just go for it and enjoy the feature and kind of like let loose and go for it. And depending on the feature, yeah, most of the time it does go well, and I get through the features nicely, and then I'm able to just keep on, with the next step of for the next features. So, and three being the magic number that I put in my head. And usually, if I don't get across that in three times, then yeah, no, that's I will actually not take that ride, the risk of doing the feature on that ride. I'll just do the ride again from the beginning and start all over again, that 1, 2, 3 process. And usually first, second time, three times, three times, 1, 2, 3, usually 1, 2, 3 I could go through, or I go back three times and try it again, and usually I'm good to go. But hey, it keeps me on the tip of my toes, build confidence. And drop me a quick chat on YouTube if you see this. I'd like to say a little hey. If you're on Facebook, drop me a little wave. Cycling at all, I'd like to hear from you. Cycling baby. So I'm here talking today on and about mountain biking / cycling. Telling you guys why I love mountain biking and why it's so fun. And so if you are a cyclist and you find it very fun, drop me a comments. I want to know, what is it that you find fun into cycling? And so share that with me. I see there's a couple of you online, and I'd like to know why mountain bike or why is cycling fun to you? I've been talking a little bit why I think it's fun. We're talking about learning to become self-efficient. It's a great workout. It builds confidence. Those are the few fun things that I like about mountain biking and cycling in general. So I want to know what you guys like about cycling. Tell me. Also, drop me your comments. Tell me what you think about these type of videos. Do you guys like these? I know I had a little bit of trouble going live on Instagram, but we're going to try that a little bit later on, get back on track with that. But right now we are live on Facebook and we're live on Instagram, and not on Instagram, but on YouTube. And I'll answer any of your questions around cycling, around biking in general. That to be mountain biking, BMX, road cycling, fixie riding, anything around cycling, really. So if we take our minds off of that, if you will, and try to talk about something else than these whole virus thing. And so, yeah, if you're online and you're enjoying this, please drop me a little wave. Say, hey, we're talking about why mountain bike is fun, and I would like to have your take on why cycling is fun for you. Drop me your comments below so I could share those with the community. One of the other things that I enjoy, that I find very fun mountain biking, is the fact that we get to meet a ton of great people. So it doesn't show, but I have the chance to actually ride my mountain bike mostly these past few years in Whistler. Not too bad of a place to ride your mountain bike, I gotta say. And every time I take the chairlift, I realize how big of a world mountain biking is, and you end up by meeting all sorts of people from all sorts of walk of life, and that's really fun. So it makes for great conversations, right? You'll meet a plumber to a lot of walks of life in the chairlift, and it's really cool. Over time and over the years, I made tons of friends that are yeah, still friends over the years, 5, 10, 15, 20 years even. Probably even more than that, 20, 30 years now. And I think it's really, really cool. And the fact that you get to meet all sorts of people every time you take the chairlift, it makes for a great conversation. Sometimes a spicy one, and which is really cool. So I find that really, really fun. That's one of the things I really, really enjoy. And you just never know, right? It makes great conversation, great people you meet after for lunch or for dinner, and grab a beer afterwards and get to know them. And who knows where that's going to bring you. So it creates opportunities, and I just love it. I find that very, very fun. So yeah, that's another reason why I think mountain bike is fun. And it also applies to all sorts of other cycling, right? If you belong to a road cycling club, I mean, you're going to have the same type of behavior, if you will. You're going to meet different people every week, and you're going to ride with other people, and you're going to get closer to each other and get to know them and develop some relationship and some friendships from there. So yeah, those are some of the things that I think are really, really fun about cycling. So I'm here today trying this new format. I'd like to answer any of your questions. This was a little bit intended to be a Q&A around cycling in general. And of course, I am going to adapt myself into what you guys are going to ask me to talk about, or drive the conversation based on your questions, your comments. If you do have any comments, suggestions, or anything like that, you could drop them right there, right now. My team is right there watching. If not, you could leave a comment later on, and we'll make sure that we take a look at those and adjust accordingly. So yeah, I'm here today talking about why mountain bike is fun. And so I talked about a few things that I like and enjoy about mountain bike. So I'd like to have your opinion on what is it that you like about cycling in general, and if you do any type of cycling in particular, so mountain bike or BMX or road cycling or whatever type of cycling you're into. Tell me why you think it's fun. I'd like to hear your comments. If you have any questions on cycling in general, that being on bikes itself or training or health and safety around cycling, whatever question you have on your mind, I'm here. I'm spending the next hour with you guys. Going to be here until 2 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, talking about what and why is it fun to cycle. Take your bicycle. I know right now a lot of us are self-isolating and we cannot ride our bicycles. See, yeah, what can we do around talking about cycling? Any Q&A that you guys would have? Any questions? I'd be glad to answer any questions around cycling or anything around sports, really. Whatever comes to mind. So drop your questions. We are talking about why mountain bike is fun, and we could extend that to why cycling is fun. I throw out a few things out there why I like cycling for the workout, why how it helps me build confidence, and I find that very, very fun. I get to meet great people, and I learn to become self-efficient, take care of my bike if I have any mechanical issues or anything like that. Those are all little things that I learn to take care of with time and enjoy with time. So I want to know why you find cycling fun. So go on, drop those comments. I know there's not a lot of you, but you know what? Those 1, 2, 3 people watching, go ahead and drop a comment. I want to see your comment. I know some of you guys are part of my team, but go ahead and drop a comment so we could actually see how this comes together on Facebook Live and how it comes together on YouTube Live, because we are live on those two platforms right now, talking about cycling and why cycling is fun. On this beautiful Tuesday afternoon in Vancouver, my time self-isolating for the simple reason that I've been very, very sick the last couple of months. And so I have decided for the last 6-7 weeks to kind of self-isolate until this whole crisis is over. And not that it changes much for work, but we'll talk about that on a different channel. Today we're here talking about this afternoon mountain biking, and mountain bike is fun. I know there's a tons of you guys out there around mountain biking. Just drop comments. I want to hear you guys. The whole idea is to spice up this whole moment and have some fun and see how I can help you guys, and how we could have a cool conversation around mountain biking, around cycling, and see and why you guys find it fun and answer any of your questions. So we're here live for another couple minutes. So drop your questions below. I'd like to hear why you think cycling is fun. I'm going to try to do these daily, where I'm going to have different subjects daily, different things to talk about around cycling. But yeah, tell me if you're wherever, in which part of the world are you? I'd like to know if you're cycling these days. I can't cycle, but I think it's safer to just stay home these days. So I opted for that that option. Sorry, of staying self-isolating home, and come online on This sidetrack episode number 1, where we get to talk about why it's fun to mountain bike. So we're going to try to do these daily, and adjust the content, the time, the platforms that we go live on according to some of your feedback. So if you have any feedback, comments, or anything like that, I'd like to hear what you have to say. Leave the comments below on any platforms that you actually see this. You could also text your questions to I am Daniel STP. So you can hashtag your questions at on Twitter, and we're going to bring them daily and try to answer them as much as possible, and try to have some fun with this. So if you have any suggestions, you could leave them in the comments below. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. I want to come on, like I said, daily and talk about cycling, and mountain biking as a whole, and cycling as a whole. I'm a huge cyclist, and right now with this whole self-isolation, I cannot cycle, and I want to find new ways to have some fun with this while we're in isolation. So I think that these little episode of sidetrack episode could be very fun. So this is a wrap up for today's episode of why mountain biking is fun. And if you do have any comments, you see this in the future, you have any comments or suggestion, please leave a comment in the comment box below, and we'll make sure to adjust our content accordingly. So I wish you guys a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay home. And like I said, if you have any cycling questions, you'll STP on Twitter, and we'll make sure to answer them as quick as possible. And I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon. On this note, enjoy your day. Have a way home so we could save lives. See you guys later.